जिस तरीके का आपका सफ़र रहा है कि एक सेल्फ मेड आप हैं और जिस तरीके का प्रोफेशन है उसमें कांस्टेंट जजमेंट्स हैं, कांस्टेंट ट्रोलिंग है and constantly you have to up your game. How challenging is it?
The journey so far up till here has been very organic. I say it time and again. मेरा first 10 years of my life were the fight for survival in Mumbai. मुझे कभी ऐसा नहीं लगा ओ मुझे कुछ बनना है, I have to be a name, oh one day I'll be Nia Sharma. मेरे वो aims नहीं थे.
मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि शायद जो टेलीविजन स्टार्स की जो पॉपुलैरिटी है उसको शायद अंडरप्ले किया जाता है कुछ हद तक.
Sir, underplayed तो नहीं है. The way I'm received when I go to the events, the way the so-called pap culture, that the way they receive us.
Have you tried to approach say casting directors and filmmakers?
One or two times. Mukesh Chhabra is very, very popular. He's amongst everybody and he's a lot of people's friend. He happens to meet me at times in parties.
Did it ever reach a point where you thought of making like taking something like a very drastic step or something like that?
हम पिट के बड़े हुए मेरे पापा का सिर्फ थप्पड़ ही आ रहा होता था उड़ता हुआ, मैथ का क्वेश्चन गलत कर दिया, कुछ मांग लिया किसी के घर जाके चाय पे हाथ लगा दी. सो हम पिट के बड़े हुए हैं. लिटरली द 90s जनरेशन सर, सिर्फ उड़ते हुए हाथ आ रहे होते थे, लात आ रही होती थी.
आज मेरे साथ में है निया शर्मा. निया से मेरी पहली बार मुलाकात हुई थी वर्चुअली ड्यूरिंग पैंडेमिक. हमारा एक कॉन्वर्जेसन रहा और बहुत ही मुझे एक यूनिक सा पहलू इनका नज़र आया. और मुझे लगता है कि बहुत बार हम लोग आर्टिस्ट के जो एक्सटीरियर्स होते हैं उसके बारे में ज़्यादा बातें करते हैं एंड वी डोंट ट्राई एंड रियलाइज दैट व्हाट इज़ द स्ट्रगल, व्हाट इज़ इट दैट दे एक्चुअली गो थ्रू. अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स around mental health, for example, people just brush it under the carpet, which one should not. It's a very very tough profession and मैं यहाँ पर आज ये conversation series में कर रहा था. मैंने सोचा कि that I would love to have her and it's a privilege that we have Nia Sharma with us. So Nia, thank you very much and मैं आपसे फिर से पूछना चाहूँगा कि एक जिस तरीके का आपका सफ़र रहा है कि एक सेल्फ मेड आप हैं और जिस तरीके का प्रोफेशन है उसमें कांस्टेंट जजमेंट्स हैं, कांस्टेंट ट्रोलिंग है and constantly you have to up your game. How challenging is it?
The journey so far up till here has been very organic. I say it time and again. मेरा first 10 years of my life were the fight for survival in Mumbai. मुझे कभी ऐसा नहीं लगा ओ मुझे कुछ बनना है, I have to be a name, oh one day I'll be Nia Sharma. मेरे वो aims नहीं थे. मैंने जब काम स्टार्ट किया अपने आप आया, मुझे शोज़ अपने आप मिले, काम अपने आप स्टार्ट कर दिया एंड देन वी वर वर्किंग like laborers. Little did I ever know that okay, this is a path to become successful in life. No, I was earning my money and I was growing slowly and मेरे को काम इतना मिला ना that I had no time to breathe and no time to understand where I want to go, where I want to take my life. फिर 11 साल के बाद life जहाँ थी, I had become Nia Sharma, I had become a name and not talking about all the times what I've gone through, the way I was judged, the way I was being written about, all that included. I'm saying all that made me Nia Sharma today. So it's been a very organic journey of which I had no plans of. I had not, but it just paved my way. Or maybe I paved my own way. But today where I stand, yes, I feel that the journey and the challenge is now. It starts today. It starts from today. Where do you want to go from here? Where my life is taking me from here? Do I have an answer to that? Right now, no. Because where I stand today, I'm a very popular TV name. I understand that. I am Nia. Yes, I understand that. Am I famous? Yes. But is it translating into work, into the bigger OTT platforms? Are they calling me? Is there any movie offer in my kitty? No. So I feel back to square one. You're nothing. You're nowhere in the game. No one's waiting for you. So that kind of humbles you.
Okay, that kind of humbles you. But बहुत बार ये भी होता है कि जो television stars हैं, maybe they are way more popular than a lot of movie stars. Movie stars, there are few movie stars who have a lot of popularity, but a lot of them they don't whatsoever. So मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि शायद जो television stars की जो popularity है उसको शायद अंडरप्ले किया जाता है कुछ हद तक.
Sir, underplayed तो नहीं है. The way I'm received when I go to the events, the way the so-called pap culture, that the way they receive us. You know what I mean? They don't give a fuck about everyone who's walking the carpet today. And I am somebody who's again not planned. I do not have my own PR team who's just backing me and taking me to all the red carpets. I don't even attend for one. But whenever I go on one, the way they capture you, the way you are all over the internet, it is maybe because of the popularity that we have from television. Otherwise, had I done a few shows here and there, or many OTT shows, nobody even knows the names today. And I'm not bragging about this thing, and it doesn't make me happy. My aim today is work, because I have been popular, I've stood there, I've enjoyed humongous success from my television fraternity, but it is somehow not translating into the kind of work that I want to do, or any work that I want to do, or the way I want to be received in the market. That's not happening. So I can't really tell you if I'm very happy about being popular, or I should be sad about not being approached for leads in the OTT platforms. तो बहुत ही I don't know what to call, बहुत blurred lines हैं सामने. I don't understand. But again, I'm very happy about the fact that we get paid very well, the treatment is great, the events that we get called for, huge money we make. So मुझे नहीं अच्छा लगता अगर मैं कहीं anonymity में खो जाती है, फिर मैं वो series करती, I wouldn't have been known for those series. मुझे नहीं पता वो साइड कैसी होती, मैंने वो नहीं देखी.
मेरा जो मुराद थी बेसिकली अंडर प्ले से, बहुत बार क्या होता है कि एक कास्ट सिस्टम जैसा होता है, यू नो, मीडिया के परसेप्शन में, कि आप अगर टॉप अगर आपका ब्रैकेट है तो वो फिल्म है, उसके बाद फिर जो है टेलीविज़न आता है और OTT आता है, तो कहीं ना कहीं एक कुछ हद तक टेलीविज़न इज़ नॉट गिवन इट्स ड्यू इन अ वे इन टर्म्स ऑफ द मीडिया परसेप्शन.
कुछ हद तक इज एन
और
अंडरस्टेटमेंट.
वो शायद फिर जो स्टार्स होते हैं, जो टेलीविज़न स्टार्स होते हैं, या फिर जो भी स्टार्स होते हैं, वो थोड़ा सा दे ऑल्सो स्टार्ट बिलीविंग इन दैट. और जो उनके पास में है वो शायद उतना उनको नहीं लगता है कि यार ये भी काफ़ी कुछ है. बहुत से लोगों के पास वो भी नहीं है.
I feel that all the time. I feel very low all the time about the same thing. But let's also face it. Just because you're a very popular television name does not mean that you're going to be a huge movie star, or everyone's just waiting for you to fetch work. Everyone's waiting for that new face today. I don't know the criteria to be approached, but yes, it is a huge hindrance being very, very popular. Had it been about popularity, we would be everywhere. We would be heading every series. There are bigger actresses than me who obviously did not get their due. But this industry is not about equality, or we cannot really complain about not getting dues. There are bigger stars who still can complain about a hell lot of things, Not everybody is going to be a Shah Rukh Khan or a Salman Khan, and not everybody is going to just be successful. This is a very, how do we say it, how do we put it? You can be dropped like a hot potato at any point of time and should be ready for that. I have been dropped like 100 times, from my own shows. Can't really complain. At the end of the day, you just need to calculate where you're standing, where you want to go from here, what do you want to do, but nobody's really backing you up. That I know.
Have you tried to approach, say, casting directors and filmmakers?
No.
To cast you in films and OTT shows? Okay.
Because
many actors do that.
I know, but one or two times Mukesh Chhabra is very, very popular. He's amongst everybody, and he's a lot of people's friend. He happens to meet me at times in parties. One or two times I must have told him, and he also did kind of tell us, but he is not responsible to give us work. It's not his liability. They can consider you, they will consider you the day they have a project, but we cannot be heavily dependent on somebody and we text every day. For that matter, I have not done anything. I've not even had people representing me to go forward and take my name to different companies. I'm lacking big time there. I have nobody who can talk on my behalf or can really suggest my name or pitch me. I have nobody. और मैं खुद भी ऐसे खुले में बैठी हूँ जैसे पता नहीं क्या ही मेरा कभी पैसा मेरा खत्म नहीं होगा. And I will always be secure here without work. I don't know, what am I thinking? What am I waiting for? And I even did watch Priyanka Chopra's interview one day where every time she opens her mouth, it is only learning you take from her. It is only hard facts she's spitting out of her mouth. And this line stayed with me. She said one day, you grow in this industry at 30, after 30, you think that one call that will come and change your life. Never wait for that. It's never going to come. You have to wake up. You have to get out. You have to make that space for yourself. You have to make things happen for yourself. Nobody's going to come for you. She was a superstar here. Come on, let's face it. She's saying that. I am just a pop.
No, but
I would be kidding myself if I just feel that I'm so popular.
She has faced a lot of things over here as well before she went to US, and but why don't you have a team in place and a manager in place and
Sir,
get them to approach?
मेरे को बहुत लोगों के calls आते हैं. They say we want to manage your work, and I tell them one thing: fetch me work that I'm not directly called for. There is no channel today, And I'm sorry, I'm not bragging about it. I'm not trying to portray myself in a light that I'm not in. I won't do that. But I'm telling you facts that there is no channel that doesn't call me today for work, or if there is a show and they think that I am suitable for it, that I'll not get a call for. There are people then if you want to manage me and they want to represent me, they are getting me the same kind of work, and it's happened like 10,000 times. ये TV show करोगी आप? मैं बोला मेरे पास कल कॉल आ चुका है इसका. They call me and tell me आप बिग बॉस करोगे, हम आपका नाम दे देंगे. तुम मेरा नाम दोगे, तुम मेरा नाम दोगे. You know, that's the
but
kind
you were
of
approached, you were
hundreds of times. Come on, are we kidding?
Even for the latest one as well.
Sir, it's been 7 years, 8 years. I'm associated with Colors. I'm like their child. You know, if there is anybody I want to thank in the world, I don't know the face of the person, I don't know the name of the person. I know that channel. That's Colors. मेरी जितनी इनकम आज तक आई है सबसे ज़्यादा इस इंडस्ट्री की, it's from Colors. So you think they will not approach me for every new show that's coming their way? Hey, bro, you're kidding yourself, not me. So that is the kind of people that approach me. They want to manage my work, but I'm already managing myself. You want to get me Dharma, you want to get me associated with the DCA talent or the creme de la creme companies that are making Amazon series or a Netflix series. You want to pitch my name for those. Please, most welcome. Nobody has that.
In fact, Anurag Kashyap has famously said recently that it's this entire culture of agencies, and that is really harming the stars in more ways than one, because of the way they are doing things that maybe many of the stars are not even aware of.
I don't know. मतलब मुझे नहीं कभी समझ में आया, and I've not stopped anybody from representing me. Please go. Fetch me the kind of work, take that cut. Today I'm sitting here, and even I'm trying to tell you, I wouldn't have said this a few years down the line, but today where I stand, I'm telling you, I'm ready to let go of the money that I also charge, but I want that work which fetches me respect today. That's where I'm standing today. Uske baad bhi, I see no opportunities, you know. Am I responsible for that? Yes, because I don't go out, I don't approach people, I don't text people, and I don't have those many, again, people representing me. And about managers culture, I think that is overrated. We are all educated. I am educated. I talk very well. I know how to. मैंने अपने पिछले 12 साल इस इंडस्ट्री को दिया. I very well know how to talk. I know how to translate my work into the deals into work and make things work. And then there is my brother who's handling all my things. So it's not just me alone. It's two of us handling the entire thing. But beyond that, I don't see a point where if I'm lacking anywhere in terms of anything that's not coming my way just because I don't have a manager. That's not happening. Oh, I'm killing it. I'm sorry again.
I'm killing it. Okay, no, it's amazing. It's really. I'm sure that no one is sleeping today.
कोई तारीफ करे ना करे, आपकी खुद ही करो ना अपनी.
नहीं, वो जरूरी है. दूसरों की जय से पहले खुद की जय करो. तो I think वो जरूरी है. You said that you're very good with money in terms of when you ask for money, you're really good at that, and you make sure that you get your payment in advance, so that, and you don't fall for any bullshitting.
I don't.
And that's important, not to fall for bullshit.
I don't. Yeah, you can't really bullshit your way into my life now. That's how alert I am. That's how vocal I am about things, you know. And managers don't really do that. I'm sorry. Even
earlier when we had a conversation, and when I was watching your interview, so it's a very interesting sort of approach you have. It's very artistic as well. It's like very metaphorical as well. It's very contrasting. On one side, you tend to be that you don't really, you're not like really looking for any big sort of stuff in terms of that there can be days when you're completely at home doing nothing, and you're very comfortable with yourself whatsoever, and you're not approaching anyone, as you yourself said. But at the same time, you also mentioned that you can literally, you understand that you have to be fit because that's the nature of the job. So you can literally starve yourself to make sure that you don't eat anything, so that you're in the best of shape. So I find it a bit of a contrast that on one side you're extremely ambitious.
Yeah.
On the other side, you have a very artistic approach in terms of that you don't really give a damn about anything.
No,
it's a bit of a contrast.
I think I did not mean it that way. Just because I'm home doing nothing, I'm lazy, I'm laid back. It's not because I'm lazy to go out and find work for myself. That I'm doing on phone. Every call that's been made, every person who is approaching you, from morning to evening, I'm only handling calls and only texting and making my events and locking my dates. I'm not, but I also know that by blindly knocking doors, I am not that person right now. I have a name and I cannot just blindly go to everyone's door. There's nobody practically who doesn't know you. I'm not that, but I'm just saying that there are two varied personalities in me where when I don't get out of my house, अगर ये interview नहीं होता मैं आज घर में होती, I wouldn't have stepped out. I don't make an effort to meet people. I do not want to hang out with anybody. It is again because I'm mind-wise, my mind is always where's my next work going to be, where I'm going to be heading. So that ambition has not died. My focuses are there, but that makes my personal life a little bit dull because I'm not able to balance both of it, and I'm not happy personally because although I've made a good money this year, I've worked on 2 shows simultaneously. Death it was, waking up every morning, didn't have time to brush my teeth or take a dump, in peace. मैंने वो सब किया 6 महीने तक, and the best time of my life. The next day I thought I'll take a grand vacation for myself because I've made my money. I've done 2 shows. Laughter Chef was a big hit.
Right.
Suhagan Chudel was not at all a hit, but I've done 2 shows. उसके बाद the minute the shows ended, ideally I should have gone for a vacation the next day. Sir, can I tell you, my body that was up every morning, raring to go, doing everything. The next day, I just sat dull, numb, not knowing where I want to go, what I want to do, not wanting to dress up. Probably didn't even shower 1 or 2 days because it just from here, that energy is just dropping dead to nowhere and having nothing to do the next day. And your friends are calling, you want to come for the Saturday night party? No. You want to come next day? No. You want to go here? No. Everything is a no, and for the next 10-20 days I did not step out of my house because वो एकदम से high ना suddenly वो low बन जाता है. Now I'm not able to explain this to anybody, but of course I do go through those phases. We all do. I'm sure everyone's dealing with it. I don't know what to do in that phase. I don't know. There's nothing to look forward to. There is no project that is coming your way. लोगों की 2-2 साल के बाद की dates lock होती है. मेरी तो कल की नहीं है यार. So it is it's very difficult to deal with at times, and there people are, she dresses up like that, she goes out like that. Yes, of course I do. Today when I took a shower, I dressed up again. I'm back to being Nia Sharma, but again when I go back home, it's just that dull girl who doesn't want to talk to anybody. मैंने कभी फ़ोन उठा के किसी को ये भी नहीं पूछा सर और बता क्या हो रहा है. मैं वो लड़की ही नहीं हूँ, और मुझे भी कोई ऐसा एक दिन में 3-4 बार कॉल करे एनी ऑफ माई फ्रेंड्स, इफ़ द कॉल इज़ नॉट रिलेटेड टू वर्क और आस्किंग मी कमर्शियल्स, I don't want to entertain that call. I don't want to talk. और बता क्या हो रहा है, क्या चल रहा है. मेरे को नहीं आता, ये सारी बातें ही करनी नहीं आती मेरे से. I haven't dated in a year. I haven't spoken to anybody. I haven't flirted with anybody. What the fuck is happening?
Yeah, so it's once again, it's a bit of a contrast that, say for example, the way you dress, for example, that's something we just talk about all the time. But at the same time, so the perception is that maybe she must be having like a very happening life in terms of personal life.
I do when I get out.
But on the other hand, apparently you have these 2 kids in your building whom you're completely fascinated with.
No, they come to my house. They just ring the bell, and they've grown up a bit, and so they know the way to my house. They just press the button on the lift. Here they are just standing in my door. Niu. I said, what am I supposed to do? Okay, these are the ones.
Yeah.
They come at any point of time. But at least उनके सामने वो judgment नहीं है ना कि बाल ठीक करने हैं, कपड़े पहनने, कुछ नहीं करना. So they are most welcome. So I hang with those little friends of mine, but they are my besties. So no judgment वाले friends हैं. Other than that, I'm not really ready to make an effort to go and especially meet anybody unless मेरे best friend का birthday है, फिर मेरे circle में किसी का है. अगर वो social obligation है तो मैं वो पूरी करूँगी, इतनी मेरे में तमीज़ है. Other than that, anything other than making money, my effort is 0. I can't make effort.
And what about relationships? Are you you like being in a relationship? Is that something that matters to you?
So my 20s was a lot of ups and downs in emotional turmoils and in terms of relationships and things ending abruptly, me crying overnight, months. Why did it end? Questioning my own self, questioning my own identity. Where am I going wrong? Why my relationships do not stay? But also not waiting for somebody to make it work, or not really sinking for somebody just because somebody left me. All I did was just keep going forward, or I kept going forward in life. A lot of course, breakups happened, a lot of things got left abruptly, but I cried and I moved on. I never really got depressed and I sank and I left my work. All my life, I've never done that. Is the result of where I stand today, and I'm very proud of the fact. Today, I've become so peaceful and so happy and so self-sufficient in my life that I don't feel the urge to text anybody, to receive anyone's text, to if somebody is flirting with me, I shut it right then and there. And it's been more than a year and I'm single. When I say single, it is absolutely single. Like there is nobody I'm entertaining, though nobody who's entering my space or I'm letting that happen. It's not happening. I'm just so, because अब मुझे समझ आ गया कि अपने में कोई कभी नहीं है बॉस. जिस दिन somebody has to come along, that should come along. You know, I'm not dying without it.
Can you take an initiative, for example? Can you flirt yourself? Do you like to flirt yourself?
I realize that no, I can't. And I shouldn't. You know, sliding in. Why is that? I have a name. अब मैं किसको मैं अच्छी लगूंगी क्या किसी को DM करते हुए अभी वो screenshot लेके डाल दे कोई. So I have a lot.
किसी को जानती हो आप? You know someone.
I know a lot of them. I know who. The last time my heart really took a beating or skipped a beat was on the Laughter Chef set when I saw Faridoon Khan standing on my counter and he had come for his movie promotion, and I'm not kidding about it. That day, I thought my heart was pounding again. I thought I have a heart and that beats and that skips a beat. And I was so happy to see him and इस पूरे episode में I was hovering around him and my heart was all, because from childhood till now, I think he's my biggest crush, and I realized it when he was standing in front of me and I couldn't fucking believe, and I told him that. So half of the episode, went in just, being around him. But uske alawa, I don't, but again, that's your little child fantasies and he wouldn't even care or anything. But uske alawa, I don't think I've flirted with anybody. But I also realized that I am this girl who can go all out for someone. I can give it my all. But होना चाहिए ना कोई
कुछ मतलब बात होनी चाहिए. तो ऐसा क्या होनी चाहिए? ऐसी क्या बात होनी चाहिए in a man that will really make you go all out, for example?
I don't know. It's just he should be man enough to be with you, to acknowledge our relationship now is the little least I demand. मैंने again मस्ती में last किसी interview में बोल दिया था, उसके memes बन के there are like millions of views on that single clip where I ended up saying that लड़का हो जिंदा हो एक ही जगह मुँह मारे. वो मैंने मस्ती में बोल दिया, but again, some things just get blown out of proportion, and it boils down to that. There are no hard and fast rules. I don't come with conditions or anything. I'm not that girl. Beggars can't be choosers. All I want is a man in my life.
You want a man in your life?
Of course, why not? It's so beautiful. I would love that. But not that I'm dying without it or I'm missing out on anything. It's a great life. The day he comes, the day someone's okay with me, or where I stand, what I do, how I dress up, I think it's going to be a
shouldn't be judging you.
Shouldn't be telling me. And a lot of girls get told, and I've seen that. And I've seen those pokings, I'm saying, even if you dress up, I've seen men and I've seen girls in relationships where you get told for every little thing, यहाँ से दिख रहा है, यहाँ से ठीक करो, यहाँ से. If you can keep making a girl conscious about what she is और क्या दिख रहा है और क्या नहीं दिख रहा, we're not blind, right? When I dress up from my house, I know what I'm wearing, what can go wrong, where the malfunction can happen. But men can really drag you down. I don't want to be told when I'm right before I get out of my house, why you looking like this, why you wearing this. Your whole vibe, you've killed someone's whole vibe. Let them go. Let them make their little blunder. Let them make their little mistake. Let them come back. Tell them what's not working, what you shouldn't be doing. But you can't be poking someone day in and day out. And girls, I think a lot of girls have given in just for that relationship to work, just so that that guy or that man should stay in their life, and still they won't. They still won't. I'm not saying I'll not make that sacrifice, a little bit of here and there, but come on, I mean, I've grown up with a mind. I've got an education. I know how to dress up. I know how I want to portray myself. Come on.
Right. Okay. So you'd say that you're basically like a one-man woman, and that's what you would want from a man as well.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. कोई है नहीं तो of course I have to take care of my own things. But when there's a man, of course, I'll be the butterfly. Please take care of me. I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying I'm the hitman. I'm the Wonder Woman. I'll take care of it all. Oh, I don't want any. No, I'm not. I'm not making any of those statements. I would very much want to be in love. I want to go crazy in love. Do stupid things in love. But right now it's not the phase. I don't know why.
What is your idea of romance?
It's not set, I do have a lot of dreams. I do.
Like balloons, for example, music and dim lights and all.
Or a nice romantic yacht, very well lit. We on it in the middle of the night, a lot of stars in the sky. I think I see myself there. Someone's wearing a tux and I'm in a nice white gown. That's how I want to be, probably have my date, you know. And these are fantasies, they are silly, stupid fantasies. But of course, it will happen once if you think like that. Of
manifestation.
Course.
You believe in manifestation?
It's what I want. I don't manifest things. It's what and I will make it happen.
So which is the song that is playing?
Lana Del Rey. It's my most favorite song. Although all her songs are about breakup and sinking in love and dying in love. You know, there's the very first song that I heard of her was Born to Die. She says in the end that you and I were born to die. So a lot of things I can't really go on explaining, but a nice Lana Del Rey song in the background, maybe a Dark Paradise or because they're very dark songs. So my ideas are very, very different, very, very...
Nice, it's amazing, it's amazing. Once again, you know, once again there's a contrast in Nia Sharma. So you're saying about...
Are you reading me or what?
No, I'm not. I'm not. So Lana Del Rey, for example, you're talking about. At the same time, you love vintage Hindi songs. So once again, that's a beautiful contrast.
मुझे old songs मैं सुनती नहीं हूँ पर मुझे आते हैं. I don't know where I've picked them from or maybe in my childhood मेरे पापा सुनते रहते थे और आहिस्ता कीजिए बातें धड़कने कोई सुन रहा होगा. That was his favorite song. पंकज उदास. वो मुझे आता है पूरा का पूरा and it's my favorite song. मैं कभी otherwise कभी नहीं सुनती but because I know it was his favorite song and he used to listen to that song.
सुनाइए ना.
मुझे नहीं सर प्लीज भगा दो फिर कोई स्नोर करेगा पीछे बैठा हुआ मैं थोड़ा आई डोंट वांट दैट नो यू कांट आई कांट बी गुड एट एवरीथिंग
one thing that is a bit of a common feature and I'm just saying very objectively is that controversy seems to follow Nia Sharma more or less.
Other than clothes, what's the controversy do I have?
Like for example, I think recently you endorsed vaginal tightening pills or something like that, and that was something that there are people who criticized that.
Okay, that was very unintentional. I did not know the repercussions of it. I did not know what I was heading into. It came to me as a product which was always available in the market, and I did my little bit of research. But yes, I did not read thoroughly about it or did not really pay attention to what was being given to me. Again, but the brouhaha and the hoopla that's being created, it's really not required in today's time because itna time kisi ke paas nahi hai, and ads particularly are meant to be skipped. We skip ads and we move on. Next time will I do something like this? No. I understand that because itna agar negative feedback kisi cheez ka aata, there is something that's gone wrong and I understand that and I take that responsibility. But I've not murdered somebody. So we can keep that and move on.
Of course. Okay, so Nia, what is the importance of mental health?
It's very important. It's why probably I'm single today because yeah, I will not tell you that I've gone through deep shits in my life or I've gone through traumas or I've gone through terrible mental issues or health for that matter. I've not really, but it's also been me who's pulled myself out of all of that. You want to dwell into in something, keep crying about it, wallow in it. For life, it is your decision. That will sink you. I have cried endlessly. I've cried for nights when one of my relationships ended or every relationship that was ending left, right, center. There was a time in my life and I started doubting myself. I was asking questions. I was questioning myself. I was asking people, where was I going wrong? But again, ये सारी चीज़ों के आंसर आपको तब नहीं मिलेंगे. Your 20s, your 25 and your 26. That's very vulnerable stage. I feel today, मैं बहुत young थी जब मैं आज की तो Gen Z generation is on a different league. They are, I don't know, you know, they're high about something and happy and, you know, full technology. They're a different league. They know their makeup. They know everything. When I entered, sir, I was such a rookie, I was such a novice, you know. मुझे नहीं कुछ आता था, मेरे को hand hold करने वाला कोई नहीं था. There was nobody to back me up, there was nobody to guide me. And I was very vulnerable to things. तो अगर आप किसी एक दो ने मेरे को आके बोल दिया that you're ugly, I kind of believed that, you know. आज बोल के दिखा दे मैं मुंह तोड़ दूँ किसी का. But that is my transition. I have evolved as a person from an ugly duckling to this, you know, very confident girl. I have done that for myself because I wanted to, you know. I was head on. My whole life has been about how I want to project myself, where I want to go, how I want to, you know. Again, in the stylist culture also, I don't have a stylist today. I do not even call...
You style yourself?
I style myself. I buy my own clothes. I repeat them all the time, you know, because I realize मुझे नहीं समझ में आता कि 5 बार किसी को call करो फिर भी वो मुझे नहीं बहुत सारे कपड़े पसंद आते हैं. And the kind of stylist that we want to hire or the bigger, the designers, they don't want to give you clothes again because you are a television celebrity. So that's all right. That's their thing. If somebody spent 40 years of their life designing in the industry and being with Bollywood, they don't want to give you your clothes. That's completely all right. It's very, very respectable. Do not. I would rise to that level where one day I can. Every time I feel let down by something, I switch myself from that side, and I have had the courage to do that. I've seen girls who have died for relationships, right? I have done that too. I have cried, and but I knew how to move on. I knew where I wanted to go. My aims were set. All I want to do is like make it big here, make myself a name here, which I did. So मेरा focus कभी नहीं हिला.
Did it ever reach a point where you thought of making like taking something like a really drastic step or something like that?
Yeah, that happened when I was a teenager. When once my father slapped me, तो मुझे लगा, और वो भी पूरे relatives के सामने एक बार नहीं, बचपन में जब आप बड़े हो रहे होते हो आपको you are very rebellious, and then once he ended up, अभी के तो 2 साल के बच्चों को कोई पेरेंट हाथ नहीं लगाता यार. वो बच्चे बदतमीजी कर रहे हैं, मैं फैल रहे हैं इधर, घूम रहे हैं, आपकी चॉकलेट छीन रहे हैं. नो पेरेंट इज सेइंग एनीथिंग. वो आग भी नहीं दिखा रहे उनको यार. हम पिट के बड़े हुए. मेरे पापा का सिर्फ थप्पड़ ही आ रहा होता था उड़ता हुआ. मैथ का क्वेश्चन गलत कर दिया, कुछ मांग लिया, किसी के घर जाके चाय पे हाथ लगा दी. सो हम पिट के बड़े हुए हैं. लिटरली द 90s जनरेशन, सर सिर्फ उड़ते हुए हाथ आ रहे होते थे, लात आ रही होती थी. I don't know why our parents did that to us. That's so unfair. I see kids today. So that at 14, I really wanted to just die, because once I got slapped so hard by my father. But that was stupid. That was bachkan, The bigger hardship came when my father passed away, when my brother, me and my mother, after his passing, that 6-7 years of our lives, oh my god, oh damn, I think that has shaped me to who I am today. I've made money, I'm a very established girl today, and I have all the money that I can spend, but I know मुझे उस वक्त 50 या 100 रुपए अपनी माँ से मांगने में भी वो किस लेवल की humiliation झेलनी पड़ती. So today I've become somebody who knows where to spend. I'm not a spendthrift. I don't really मैं अपने पैसे को उड़ाती नहीं हूँ. है मेरे पास, but then you call me conjuice, you call me anything, I take care of my money. I know if I have to buy something for myself, I'll go all out buying that. But if I also feel that it's a waste of money, I'll stop right there, because it's the conditioning that's coming from that part of our lives where money was a huge thing. Where
one thing that I've also noticed that you have a very fine sense of fun. आपके ड्राइवर से आप पूछ रहे हैं कि कौन सी नदी सबसे बड़ी है, तो कहते हैं भावना की नदी सबसे बड़ी है. So you have a sense of fun. You like to have a good laugh. You like to be happy and cheerful. And I personally find that to be a very, very positive thing in anyone whatsoever. How important is that sense of fun in you?
So right now, the life I'm living, I remember we met for an interview a few years ago, and I was very emotional about a lot of things. It was very abhi I'm in a very happy phase. फालतू की बातों पे हंसती हूँ. I'm just so happy in today's time. I'm just the happiest self right now, And with my driver, he's spent 6 years with us. His name is Ram Singh. My entire circle knows him, and he's funny in the sense that he can't hear. He's short of hearing. आप उसे कुछ बोलोगे उसे सच में नहीं सुनाई देता. वो पूरी script ही it was hovering around that. So not that I have a good laugh about that. I'm very irritated with all of those things. But other things in my life, I don't know. मैं अकेले डांस कर सकती हूँ बिना पिए. मैं अकेले घूम सकती हूँ. I don't really, I'm not looking for someone's company to make me happy. So yeah, a lot of things are just, I'm the happiest. मतलब आप खुश हो जाओगे if you're really standing beside me, and I'll just, I don't know. Or also this is a phase, Probably मैं 1 साल बाद आपको मिलूँ, शायद मैं ऐसी नहीं होंगी. But आज तो मतलब अलग ही लेवल का मचा रखा है, अलग ही खुश. पता नहीं क्यों.
No, that's wonderful. That's wonderful.
Hi everybody, मैं हूँ निया शर्मा और आप मुझे देख रहे हैं Let's Talk with Faridoon.